It never ceases to amaze me the gigantic disconnect between managers who think something crazy like that employees are working more than one full-time job and the actual amount of overworking that they're actually putting on their people. That's your problem, not anything else.
Yo, what's good? Yeah, you saw the TikTok video about horrible managers, and this is the big topic for today. I had somebody on Twitter ask me about this because I was talking about corporate and also white collar and blue collar jobs. And this is worse than it has ever been for the past 10 years, is horrible managers. And horrible managers, I don't mean just like they're bad at their job. They're just horrible people. And it's been a huge uptick, especially in corporate and especially in warehouse jobs as well. Me, I'm a manager, so I can be objective. But I noticed that a lot of these managers are not mentally fit to be managers. They was never leaders, kind of like police officers that's not mentally fit to be police officers. They shouldn't be police officers. They're just in it for their own selfish gain and just trying to be power hungry. That's the same thing for managers at the workplace. I've noticed this over the past 3 years. I got promoted, I think 4 years ago, to become a manager. And once you're a manager, you see how horrible managers are. You're around them every single day. You see how they talk to their direct reports. You see how they try to backstab every single person. It's very rare for you to find a very solid manager. A manager with a good backbone, a manager that's been raised properly. A lot of these managers are sleazeballs, not good leaders. Like, that's the thing. Like, on applications, you're going to start seeing that on these applications that you apply for a management position. They're reducing the leadership details of it. They're not putting leadership at all for it. And more you see that, the more, like, if you see that on the application, don't apply for that management position, because most likely those managers at that job are going to be horrible. They're going to be downright horrible. And the upper management is probably way worse than that. So, just talking about horrible managers. I got a story. And this is when I first got promoted as a manager. I'm not going to tell you what job, but by describing it, you're probably going to guess what it is. I give y'all a hint. It's a warehouse job. So I got promoted, and once I got promoted, I got like a little cubby area for my manager spot where I put my food and paperwork and everything. Got my little name on it and stuff. You go in there, it's near the break room, and I heard these two managers talking, and the manager was and it was a woman manager. The manager, she was so pressed of this other lady that was under her. And this other lady that was under her, she was real good. She was hungry to make it. She wanted to get promoted, but she wanted to get promoted in a different department. And I thought, like, she's really good. She's nice. She helps other people. But her manager that's over her didn't like her. Just didn't like her. Didn't give you a reason. Just showed that she didn't like the woman. And she was trying her best to get her fired for the most sleaziest things. And when I see this, I'm like, why is a manager doing this? Then, the more I was a manager for this company, I started to see a trend. A lot of managers are like this. I remember there used to be better leadership, but it seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse. I'm not sure if jobs are purposely doing it, but these people are horrible. And now I understand why a lot of people don't want to come to jobs, because once you have a horrible manager, it makes the job really, really bad, because the manager is just bad. They're a bad person, probably at home is horrible. And some of these managers, literally come to work to be the completely horrible person towards other people. And I had a couple of friends tell me that it's mainly because at home is bad. And I hate that. I hate when people have personal stuff going on at home and they're solely going to come to work and just take out their anger against people that has nothing to do with it. And apparently this is the norm for managers. This is like completely normal. This is how managers, I guess, de-stress, is just treating people horribly at work. And now I understand why people want to leave jobs so much because of this. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. Like, absolutely bad. There's no great leadership at the workplace anymore. Everything is toxic. Everything is petty. Everybody brings like, one thing I noticed at the workplace is everybody is very, very emotional. Like, emotional. Everything makes somebody emotional for some reason. Nobody's thick-skinned. Like, everybody has to find a way to be offended, and also everybody has to find a way to make themselves feel better about themselves. Like, it's crazy. Crazy. But that's the work culture now. The work culture is be horrible to your coworker. That's the work culture. It's like that's how you get promoted now. I got promoted because a lot of people outside of the department and also around me wanted me to get promoted. They was asking for it. And it was really hard for managers just to say, okay. And I killed the interview. That's probably one of the best interviews I had, because normally I'm always stumbling over my words just like I'm doing now. And a lot of times I think what I want to say, but I just think so much what I'm saying, and I just do too much. I start giving everybody word salad. But for jobs, now I understand why so many people are so miserable and don't want to stay at their job, especially at this job market, because it's so hard to get jobs. Like, before, you can just quit and get another job. Now the job market is so horrible. You absolutely need to stay with your job until you absolutely find something. Like, you can't quit and then bank you're going to get a job in 2 weeks. Like, that's the end now. A lot of people quit their jobs and they still haven't found another job in 8 months. So now I understand why so many people are depressed. So many people are angry. So many people are just sick of their jobs. And not only that, a lot of, if you Google and also look and research some of the jobs, there's a lot of people that's quitting, that's suing their jobs more than ever. And they're winning. They're suing their jobs, the companies that they used to work for, and they're winning because it's so blatantly obvious. And a lot of jobs are trying their best to find slick ways to get out of it. But I'm just going to let you guys know, if you have any witnesses, and also make sure you document everything. If you have any witnesses and anybody that can tag along with you to sue your job, do it. Do it. Don't hesitate. Get a lot of evidence, document, record, save everything, organize it. Make sure you ask it. Listen, one of my friends is a lawyer, and she told me that make sure you ask a question to yourself, because most likely they're going to ask this question. They're going to say, hey, is this different treatment than anybody else? Has this been done before? Would anyone else take this offensive? Has this been constantly going? And how does this sound to a person that's coming in that doesn't know the personality of the person that you're responding to, that's being maybe just toxic towards you, racially biased, discriminating against you, with anything? Just make sure you keep an objective point of view while you're doing it. But for jobs to be like this, especially how the world is, Nobody wants to come to work miserable all the time. I've seen people in parking lots just straight up crying in the parking lot because they don't want to come to work because they have a horrible manager. Like, that shouldn't be the case. A lot of times, I remember before, and maybe I'm just old, there was a time that people used to escape their home life just to go to work because they say work was more peaceful. They rather work than stay at home. Now it's the complete opposite. People don't want to go work at all because of how toxic the workplace has been. People don't want to go to work at all. People are using all their vacation. Like, you notice that a lot of people are not showing up. Any job you go to, a lot of people are not showing up now. People are using all of their vacation and PTO time. Before, people that are saving their vacation hours, they have like over 200 hours of vacation, and they take 2 months off and use their vacation. Like, no, nobody's doing that anymore. People are fed up with corporate. People are fed up with warehouse jobs. Excuse me. People are fed up with... Sorry, I just got done working out. So I'm tired as hell. That's why I'm breathing so hard. I did full body and some jump rope. And I just took a shower, came back here, and now I'm still tired. But people are not saving their vacation hours anymore. They're not saving it. They're using all the vacation hours that they have. Now you're starting to see more companies trying to block people from using vacation hours for certain. Like, some people have holiday blackout periods that they can't use vacation, especially during peak hours. Sometimes companies will block vacation hours until peak is over, like till January 1st or so, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people are just fed up. Like, I was just when I went out shortly after Thanksgiving and stuff, me and my friends went out. And only thing that people can talk about is how much they hate their jobs. Only one person in my friend group liked their job, and that's because they're working remote. And that's what everybody's looking for. Everybody's looking for that remote job to get away from that bullshit. Like, everybody's looking for it. Like, I would love to have a remote job. I would love to have a remote job. That's why I'm hoping this YouTube stuff picks up, because work is not the same. I used to love going to work. I used to love being productive and finding ways to push metrics. Now companies don't even care about that. They don't care about none of that. Like, you notice there's no projects that people are doing. Like, the company doesn't care about production anymore. It's like companies, they're more focused on making people miserable. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why companies are doing this, because it's proven that the happier your employees are, the better the company will perform. And it's like they forgot that. That's why you see so many companies going down the drain. They're losing money and they're losing people. But the very first start of it is horrible managers, horrible senior managers, racist managers, sexist managers, crazy managers, managers that's just mentally messed up and just bringing their issues to work. It's worse than ever than it has been, and I don't understand why it's like that now. A lot of people need to go to therapy. Maybe it was the pandemic. Maybe the pandemic just made people like this. But you notice more and more people are sick of going to work. And it was never like that before. People used to complain about work, but a lot of times people dealt with it. They were just like, oh, it's work. It wasn't like they dreaded going to work. They just hated working. Like, they didn't dread like going to work and making money. They loved making money. Now people just dread just showing up. Nobody just want to be there anymore. And it's because of poor leadership. Poor leadership, toxic managers, nobody getting called out. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm afraid it's going to get worse because nobody's doing anything about it, because companies are just going to still make money. Like, it has gotten worse. It's gotten so bad. Now managers, I see they personalize everything. I notice managers really, really personalize stuff. Like, instead of being professional, a lot of managers like to personalize stuff. They like to try to pick on people. Like, they really try to make it high school all over again, because I guess their high school life was just horrible. Or they peaked in high school and they haven't done nothing since then, and they're using work as like a high school type of vibe. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. But hopefully it change. And the people that don't want to go to work, I feel you, because I'm seeing it more and more. I'm seeing more people in parking lots smoking weed so they can decompress. Excuse me again. I'm seeing more and more people taking shots of Hennessy and tequila in the parking lot so they can numb everything before they go to work. I'm seeing people just walking into work, just exhaling and just saying that I wish I could just turn around right now. Because dealing with crazy, toxic people, you don't want to do that work for 8 and 10 hours a day. Then on the weekends, you're just dreading to go back again for that whole week. It's crazy. Work is just horrible now. And now everybody's trying to create their own business. Everybody's trying to get out from working for somebody, because the management is all about the management. It's not all the company, because the company is already greedy. The company don't care about it. Usually the management is what keeps people there. Great leadership will keep people at a horrible company because they like their manager so much. They like their manager so much. I remember I was working at a warehouse and we would labor share people to different sites because the managers would be so horrible, their employees won't show up and they won't question it. They just like, oh, dang, this person didn't show up. We need help. But they never ask why this employee's not showing up. Because one, they're just horrible people, and two, the management is just bad. But if you feel the way that I feel, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Do you think it's management, or do you think it's something else that people are just dreading to go to work? I think it's management, toxic work culture, and I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And a lot of people are trying to get out of the workforce. A lot of men are not showing up because of this. A lot of men are saying, fuck it. Like, you see it all over YouTube. You will see a title that say, men are done. And this is the main reason why. One, there's no goals at work. And two, people are just crazy toxic now. Their sole purpose is just to make you miserable at work. And something needs to be done soon. I hope you guys had a great holidays. Hope you guys have a better Christmas and also a New Year's. Leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to at least 3,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Not the end of the month, by the end of the year, close to like February. I want to really hit that goal. I want to hit that goal. So I appreciate it. And if I don't, I just love ranting about stuff, and I love people ranting with me. So hope you guys have a good one. Peace. Take care. Work out. Take care of yourself. And I will see you guys again. Peace.